And we are live, guys. First and foremost, thank you, every single one of you, for hopping on this call. I know I've been ghost for a few weeks, and I had good reasons. I'm sure a lot of you have known. I got married a few weeks ago. I've also been going through a lot of personal, family issues and stuff. But I've always been on top of things. I've always been speaking to people one-on-one. And I also want to thank all the leaders for playing their part in helping everyone in the team. But while that has been going on, I've always been, thinking, how can I help my team the most? How can I allow these guys to replicate myself, do exactly what it is that I do? But then I realized not everyone is willing to put in 16 hours. That's just, that's not duplicatable, right? But one thing I definitely want you guys to know is, I put in a lot of money to developing this system for you guys. How many of you are excited to be able to have Ahmed, a virtual Ahmed, trading, analyzing the markets for you, telling you exactly when to get in and when to get out? How many of you would like that kind of system right now? I want to know in the chat box, if there is a chat box, there should be, how many of you are excited for a system like that, right? Where is the chat box? Come on, guys. Admit. Okay, maybe I haven't activated the chat box, but I can see by the amount of arms waving, people excitement, that you guys are ready to get started. So I'm going to stop waffling along. I don't know why there's people going straight into the admin room, but how do I, there it is. Let me untick. Okay, so everyone should be able to hop on now. We have 55, people up late learning, ready to hop on this call. I haven't, promoted this, so the fact that we have that amount of people to hop on is absolutely amazing. This is a new laptop. This is a brand new laptop, so please bear with me if I'm not sure. Everything is touch screen, so I feel like I'm in 2053, guys. So guys, what I'm about to show you guys is something that was in the back office, but I haven't been a great leader in terms of showing you how to set it up, how to download it onto your desktop. The reason why I made the system only compatible onto your laptops and your PCs and desktop is so you guys get used to analyzing your trades on your laptop rather than just trading on your phone. 90% of people just trade on their phones, and I know we live in a millennial world where people are always active and out on the go. But get used to trading on your phone, whether it is using TradingView or MetaTrader 4. Okay, let me just turn off the enter chime. Okay, perfect. So let's get straight into it. So for those of you that are brand new, maybe not sure how to do this, I'm going to go through every single detail step by step. So I know, there are a lot of new members that just joined today that are on this call as well. I see Norway on the call. I see Kenya on the call. I see Ireland on the call. I see England on the call. I see Netherlands on the call. I even see the USA on the call. Perfect. So guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to share my screen and literally go through everything step by step with you guys, okay? So first and foremost, can everyone see my screen? Yeah? Let me check the camera. Let me select gallery view on my monitor. Perfect, I can see it. Give me a thumbs up if you guys can see my screen. Everyone can see my screen? Perfect. All right, wicked. So guys, first things first, every single one of you that are active members should have access to the Currency Mover system. If you don't know where the Currency Mover system, it's cmcustomer.com, okay? And, with the done for you system, you're going to have, access to all the products and services, everything in terms of setting up, launching, getting set up, fast start trainings, all my Forex strategies since day one, Everything is in this system. So what you need to do is, let me go back just so in case you guys missed it. What you need to do is you need to click on login and register. When you click on login and register, you're gonna get this little box up. If you're already, I've already approved a lot of you on the call. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna log in with your username and password that you've selected. If you guys are brand new right now and you're on this call, what you need to do then is you need to register. Click on, enter your name, preferably your first name, your full name. It doesn't really matter. Enter your email and the password. The email that you select and the password that you select will be what you will log in with the system, okay? And all I really need is your IML ID number, okay? Everyone can see what I can see? Perfect. All you need to do is enter your IML ID number. See, I can charge thousands for this system, but I don't want to. Why? Because all I want to do is help enough people get what they want, and I will naturally get what it is that I want within iMarkets Live, right? So all you need to do is to be an active member of iMarkets Live, and you get this system 100% for free, okay? So all you need to do, fill this in, register, put your name, email, and password, an IML ID number. Once you've registered, it will prompt me with, or it will prompt you with a message saying, registration complete, awaiting administrator approval. So when I get a chance, I will approve you within, an hour to up to 24 hours, worst case scenario, right? Every day I religiously log into my back office and see who's registered, check my, my downline reporting, and approve them as long as they are active members, okay? So once you've been approved, you then basically log in with your information. So for example, I'm gonna log in with my one, right? And then click on login. Once I log in, it's gonna take me into the Currency Movers back office, okay?
The foreign exchange market, if you haven't heard of it, it's the biggest market in the world. It's actually the currency market. Over $7 trillion a day. Watch this video in its entirety so you can understand what this project is all about and how lives are being changed all across the world.
Regardless of how it goes down, life goes on.
Okay, perfect. So that's just a little hype video just to kind of give the newest member coming in what they're getting themselves involved in, right? So you guys are involved in the biggest industry in the world, $5.3 trillion a day in Forex with the cryptocurrency. When you add that together, that's a $7 trillion a day industry. And once, one kind of little small story I always use to, give people, the understanding of how big this market is and how liquid it is if I was to put a pound on this table for every second I was to go by, it would take me 12 days just to get to 1 million. If I was to keep putting a pound on my table right now to get to 1 billion, it will take me 32 years. To get to 1 trillion, it will take me 32,000 years, right? And this industry, when we combine Forex and cryptocurrency, generates $7 trillion a day, guys, okay? So whether you want to get involved in the networking side, which is a whole different industry altogether. When you marry the network marketing industry, which is $187 billion a year industry, and it's an industry that creates more millionaires than any other industry in the world. Look at the NFL industry, $9.5 billion a year. Music industry, $15 billion. Movies, $80 billion. Network marketing, $187 billion a year. And one thing with network marketing, it doesn't matter if you come from Penn State or State Penn, right? You don't need MBA's degree, certain skill sets, talent. You could get to the top of this industry if you repeat and learn a few set of skills and, you repeat it daily. You could literally get to the top of this industry. 1 in 5 new millionaires that's created every single year come from network marketing, okay? 80% of women that generate over 6 figures a year come from network marketing, okay? So as you can see, congratulations and welcome to the inner circle. The reason why I developed this system, and you guys have heard me say this many, many times, System stands for save yourself time, energy, and money. So what I've done is I've put 15 years of learning into a system so you guys can learn it in less than 3 to 6 months, okay? And while you're learning, I'm going to give you a system that's going to allow you the license to print money. All I ask is you are active members in the team, and every single month I will review to see who are active members. That's all I ask. Like I said, I can charge an additional income to this, but that's not how Ahmed rolls, right? Once you've read that, you're going to click on get started. The reason why I put this video here, guys, this is the Fast Start launch. When I first got started, I used to spend 2 to 3 hours with every single member to pour everything that I know into them, because that's just how I am. I want every person to know everything that I know. But guess what? Over time, as the team grew, not just in the UK, but all over the world, our organization has grown to over 1,000+ people. So it's very difficult to duplicate what I was doing at the start. So I needed a system, and if you read the book Build an Empire, you can't truly build an empire unless you have a system that's simple and people can duplicate. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to work smarter and not harder, right? So every single person that's a part of my team, whether you came through Rashid or Ali or Matt or Darko or anyone else, right? You get this system as long as you're an active member. Every person that you guys directly refer gets access to this system, okay? Now what you want to do is, the first thing I really want everyone to do is understand what industry they're getting themselves into. So this movie, in fact, was created by Eric Worre, right? And he made this movie called The Rise of the Entrepreneur, right? Why network marketing is a better way, where he interviews millionaires in big corporate companies talking about how the world is changing, how we're going from, how we went from the industrial era, right? Our great grandparents, right? They didn't need any, degrees. They just needed, hard work. Hard work was what made the world, go around, right? Back 20, 50 years ago. If you remember the steel age era, the coal mining, all these kind of industries, that was just mainly based on, hard work. All these factories that, no longer exist nowadays, that was all down to hard work. Then we went from the industrial era to the information era. Information meaning, it's all about what you learn in college, university, where you go into the corporate world and get high paying jobs. Now, I don't know if you guys have noticed in the last 5 to 10 years, but we're slowly moving away from the information era to the technology era, right? Meaning, technology-driven businesses is the future. And you guys, I don't know if you noticed it, but you guys are in a technology-driven business, right? All you need is a smartphone with internet connection to get involved in iMarkets Live, right? Look at the biggest taxi company in the world, Uber, yet they don't own any taxis. Look at the biggest real estate company in the world, Airbnb, yet they don't own any real estate. Look at the biggest retail store. 20 years ago, used to be Walmart, aka Asda in the UK. Now it's Amazon. It used to be Alibaba, but it's now Amazon, right? Go to your local Tesco's in the UK, right? There's self-checkout machines. Go to your supermarket, Asda, right? There's self-checkout machines. Go to your local bank, there's self-checkout machines. Someone used to collect your checks, your money. Now we have machines that do that. Go to an airport. Someone used to take your passport and check, your passport and look at you 3 times to see if that was really you, right? Now we have machines that do that. So success leaves clues, okay? Everything is changing around you. And if you don't adapt to the changes, guess what? You're going to be left behind. How many of you remember Blockbusters, right? Netflix came in and put them out of business. How many of you remember Kodak? Smartphones came in with cameras on their phones, took Kodak out of business. I can keep going days, give you so many examples, but you guys are in a massive company that is very, very early in. It's only 5 years old. Most companies takes 5 years before they explode. So if you're involved in iMarkets Live right now, you are super, super lucky because you're in a life-changing situation right now. Maybe you just haven't realized how lucky you are, right? So with this system, you have everything. You have, the welcome video that I want you to watch. You have the plug into the system, all the apps that you need to download, whether you have Android or iPhone, these are the apps to download, right? These are all the websites for all the products and services. We also have our Telegram apps and groups. So you can literally click on these logos and it'll take you directly to the App Store to download it on your laptop or your phone. And all you have to do is click on these groups and you get connected. The most important thing, ladies and gentlemen, is the title here, plug into the system. You know, you can have the best TV in the world. You can have the best system in the world, right? But unless you plug it in and turn it on, it's no good to you, right? It's just a piece of junk, right? So if you're not plugged into the system, you're not gonna get fast results, okay? So moving on, you're now gonna have Fast Start Launch, a video that I've done once, which is an hour and 10 minutes going through everything involved in the launch, okay? Then we also have the getting set up section, which is you can, you know, get your broker connected, you know, reach out to whoever's your upline and, you know, get their link if they have a broker that they also refer. We also have the video showing you how to get set up, plus step-by-step what you need to do, what apps you need to download, and before you can connect to these groups, as well as the 4 steps that you need to do in the first 60 to 90 days in this business, okay? Moving on, we also have the IML TV guide. So there's over 60 educators, but I've literally done all the hard work for you. For those of you that are going through the Forex basics, these are the 5 educators that I would recommend that I've learned from, you know, based on my style, right? You could be completely different, but, you know, every single person, you know, is sometimes overwhelmed with too much information, right? So I've designed the system so you guys can actually see based on time and dates. So as you can see, it starts from 7 a.m. on 10 a.m. on Saturday and Sunday. Then Monday through to Friday, we have the 12 a.m. sessions here. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we have Abel Menendez with the 11 a.m. session, Eastern Standard Time. We also have Chance and Samantha. If you guys are not hopping on the Forex one-on-one session, trust me, you guys are missing out. Sunday to Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Adese Duncan, Monday and Wednesday for Forex 101. And then moving on to the Forex Advanced, these are the 5 educators, right? If I clicked on any single one, for example, Christopher Derrick, all you have to do is make sure you're connected to IML, iMarketsLive.tv, log in with your username and password, and then connect it to it again, and it'll take you directly to the channel. Same for Harmonic Scanner, Web Analyzer, and the Gold Cup, okay? Moving on is what I wanted to get you guys on this call for, right? This is the system that I want you guys to have. I want you guys to have the exact same system that I trade with, which has been there since day one, since October. This has been there. You just probably haven't, realized that was there, right? And that's partly down to my fault, right? I know I've been super busy, and I apologize, guys. But what I want you guys to do is right now, if you haven't been listening to anything I've said until now, I really highly suggest you start listening this from right now, okay? So what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to download what I'm about to show you step by step. For those of you that don't have a laptop or a computer right now, I highly suggest you get one, okay? Because what I'm about to show you is going to change your trading experiences, okay? Right? I can see a lot of top traders on this call. I can see a lot of people who already have this system, and it's taking their trading from making anything from $50, £50, 50 euros to over £1,000 a day, guys, okay? So for those of you that have notepads and pen, write it down for now and refer back to it afterwards, right? So what you want to do first and foremost, you want to download MetaTrader 4 based on your operating system. So if you have Windows, this is the logo to click and it will download the Windows, application, exe file. If you have a Mac like myself, and I know a lot of people have issues downloading the Mac files, click on this Mac logo and it will download the Mac DMG file to install. And then we also have the mobile phone devices as well. I'm going to get rid of these videos and actually upload this recording right here so you guys can go back and watch it as well, because I'm not going to get you to watch how to set it up. Even though I've done all the hard work and shown you how to do it, I'm going to do it live in front of you right now and then use this to go back to, okay? So what you want to do is you want to scroll down to this section here. You can download the 1,000 indicators, which I paid for over the last 18 months. And I paid a lot of money for these indicators to help me with my trading. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the must-have indicators, the system that I use religiously every single day to make, you know, a lot of money trading, right? So what you want to do is you want to download the Light Currency Movers Tool Pack. And once you've downloaded this, I'm going to do it in real time, actually. It's going to download into your downloads folder. Once it's finished downloading, you're going to want to make sure that you already have these two installed first and foremost, whether it's Windows or Mac files, you know, for the MetaTrader. Once you have that installed, which I've already done to save us time, I have the file right here, so I'm going to load that up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this demonstration purposes right now on Mac users, okay? So for Mac users, what you want to do is, let's minimize this now because we no longer need this, is what you want to do is you want to go into the Finder, right? For Windows, it's going to be your Windows Explorer, right? Your document section, right? So click on Finder, go into Applications, right? Let me make this bigger so you can see it's a brand new laptop. It's very bare. So what you want to do is go into Applications for Mac users, right click on IC Markets and click on Show Packages Content, okay? I highly recommend you take notes of this. Even if you don't have Mac, there might be someone in your team that does, right? And a great leader learns and teaches it back, okay, guys? So go into Applications, right-click on IC Markets Broker, and click on Show Package Contents, okay? Once you've clicked on that file, you're going to double-click on the Drive C. Once you've double-clicked on Drive C, you're going to click on Program Files. After Program Files, you're going to click on MetaTrader 4 IC Markets. I'm going to give you guys 10 seconds to catch up. So once you double clicked on, let me click on List, it'll be easier. Yeah, so once you clicked on List, this is where we're going to stop right now, okay? So what we want to do is we want to open another window, right? Another window. So how we do that is you go back into Finder at the bottom, right click, and open New Window, New Finder window. Once you open the new window folder, we're going to go into the downloads folder where we just downloaded the file from our system back office, which is here, right? MT4 Currency Movers, okay? Once we double clicked on this, we've got 3 folders. Do you guys see? Let me collapse this. We have 3 folders, right? We have the CM templates, we have the experts, and we have the indicators. All we're going to do is copy the files from each folder in the respective folder name in this window here, okay? I'm going to move forward now because this is recording, and then obviously once I've uploaded it, you guys can pause and play moving forward because I want to show you in real time what this does so that you guys can do this in your own time, okay, guys? So what you're going to do is, first and foremost, we're going to double-click on CM Templates, and we're going to find the Templates folder. Do you see I've got the Templates folder here? Right? I'm going to double-click on the Templates folder and open that up. And I'm actually going to, you can either get rid of everything in here, or you can add all this on top of this, which is going to be, you know, a bit of a hard work, right? So what I'm going to do for now is I'm actually just going to add all this here. I'm going to drag all this, and I'm going to literally copy it in here, guys, okay? Very simple. Once I've let go, all these files have disappeared, and they're in my templates folder. I'm now going to go back, click back, and I'm back to where I started, right? I'm also going to go back here because this folder is empty, and I'm now going to do the next step, which is copy everything in experts into the experts folder. Sorry. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on MQL4 folder, meta quotes folder, and we're going to find the experts folder. There's the experts folder. So we're now, as you can see, there's only 5 items in the experts folder. We're now going to drag everything in here. As you can see, we even have the harmonic scanner software available for you guys to utilize on your laptops as well. So what we're going to do, we're going to copy everything in here, and we're going to move it over here. Okay, copy, and then just release 17 expert advisors in here. Release, apply all, yeah, replace everything, that's fine. Replace, and now we have everything in there, okay? We've even replaced the standard ones that's already in there. We're gonna go back on the other folder now. Let me just click back once. Now we're gonna find the indicators folder, okay? We're gonna open up the indicators folder. I'm gonna open up the indicators folder here. Don't get confused which one's which, okay, guys? So we're gonna select everything in here, and then we're gonna drag it. My mistake, I made a mistake there. Control all. Why won't it let me copy? Better yet, I'm just gonna hold on to this, go back. I'm just gonna hold on to the indicators folder. And I'm gonna drag it into here. So it's gonna replace the whole folder itself, okay? Click on replace, and we're done, okay? You literally have the system ready to go, guys, okay? So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna close everything, and we're now gonna open IC Markets or whatever broker MetaTrader 4 that you have got. It's MetaTrader 4, but it's just branded with whatever broker that you're with, okay? So we're just gonna open this up. Which is here, perfect. So I've left it exactly how it loads, okay, guys? Everything is here, which we're gonna hide for now. I'm gonna close all these windows because we don't need them right now. This is how it loads automatically. So what we're gonna do first and foremost is, obviously you're gonna log into your broker account. It's very simple. For those of you that don't know, go into File, go into Open an Account, select your server, right? Whichever one's your server, whether it's a live account or a demo account. You can create a demo account in the back office, or go to icmarkets.com and create a demo account, and it'll give you the credentials to log into. So let's say we're logging into IC Markets live account free. We're gonna click on next, and then all you gotta do is click on existing trade account, log in with your login number and password, and click finish. That's it. Then you're gonna see on the bottom right hand corner, you're gonna see these connection bars, okay? You're gonna see it says connection. Maybe you can't see it right now. Let me just scroll this up. So if you highlight the mouse over here, it says connection status. I already have a connection, okay? I've already pre-logged in ready. So what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna open up any pair. So any pair, it doesn't really matter, right? Let's say we're analyzing the Euro USD right now. In fact, we're gonna go to the Euro USD. You're gonna right click and we're gonna go into chart window, okay? Once we go into chart window, this is how MetaTrader 4 is. This is the default settings for MetaTrader 4, right? Now, I don't know about you, but it looks Chinese to me, right? So I'm sure it looks Chinese to you guys as well. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna right click, go into templates, and select any of the templates that I have customized installed for you. So if you watched my AJ 15 pip system, there's the template for it right there, right? If you want, you know, a clean chart with no indicators, you could select currency movers main, right? For example, let's say I selected currency movers main. So this is how the market looks for me with no indicators, clean, you know, green indicating a buy or a bull, red indicating a sell or a bearish candle, right? Or a bear, right? This is how the market looks for me, okay? What I want to show you guys is basically, if I go into templates and then I go into trade like Ahmed, this is how I trade, guys, okay? One thing I want to do, get rid of, is something that I just tweaked lately, which is just too much, is these arrows. They're confusing, too many arrows. Too much information is not good, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove this, okay? Once I've removed that, so how you do that is you literally right click. Let me go back into templates actually. Let me go back into the default one that you're gonna get, okay? Which is trade like Ahmed. It's gonna have these green arrows and these red arrows, okay? What I want you to do is right click, go into indicators list. Okay? And I want you to remove LJ Sig, okay? Remove this LJ Sig and delete, okay? Once you've deleted it, click close and save this template over the trade like Ahmed, right? Or you could give it your own name. It doesn't really matter. Save over it so you don't have to keep doing that again, right? Now, what's going to happen is you're going to get exactly what I look for when I'm trading already done for you, okay? So it's got pre-built strategies into it, which is support and resistance levels. You know, it's got, you know, RSI trigger levels, and it also has divergence, okay? So if you don't know what these mean, go back to iMarkets Live Academy and IML TV and learn. But while you're learning, I'm going to give you the software to earn, okay? Now, normally, and Ridwan would actually be the perfect guy to actually cover this as well. Normally, when you're, you know, have your chart set up, it's got either one of two colors. Let's say we selected green and red, right? Green meaning it's going to go up, and red means it's going to go down. So why is there? I have 4 different colors on my charts, right? Have you noticed that? Let me click on the crosshair. So these are the green, and these are the red, right? So these orange represents trigger points, which is the RSI trigger, meaning this EFC system I developed has RSI trigger points, meaning you got a confirmation RSI has been triggered, right? Not telling you to get in this trade, just telling you, hey, we might have a possible trade coming soon, right? So as you can see in the window below, in the Traders Dynamic Index folder right here, RSI has broken the levels that we've selected, which is usually over 70% and 30%, right? RSI means is short for Relative Strength Index, which means basically currencies when they're overbought and oversold. So if a currency breaks the 70% level, that means that this currency has been overbought, and it's gonna, what goes up must come back down eventually, right? And when a currency's been overbought, what goes down, or oversold, sorry, what goes down must eventually come back up, right? So when this RSI has been triggered, it's basically the first confirmation. Then you're gonna get these dark blue candles, which means divergence has been detected, okay? And then once all this move has done, you basically will get arrows. This arrows is basically your sell zone. You see here what it says, sell zone? Sell zone. This is when you start selling, okay? And then these little dots at the top, this is your stop loss, and this is your take profit. Do you see how the market went clean 40 pips? 40 pips, guys. Okay? Same again here. There's a take profit level. 50 pips. Yeah, we already done this one. That's the 40 pips one. I can go back, and this is just one currency pair, right? Look at this one. Let me just minimize that a bit, move this across. So markets come down, it's come up, it's come down, it's come up. Hey, RSI has been triggered, right? Divergence, 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 sell zone, right? There's the sell price, 1.1449, all the way down to this level, right? Is this the green? Is that, that's a stop loss. There's a take profit for this one, which is the buy. I believe there's a buy here. There's the buy. So this sell one must be this one here. Sell, take profit. So the sell, take profit went all the way from there to there, which is 140 pips. I don't know about you guys, but 140 pips is too much for me. I look to catch anything from 15 pips to 30 pips maximum. But that's why I use higher lot sizes, okay? So today, you know, I actually made a very good day income just on, you know, 1 or 2 trades from yesterday and today, okay? So all this is on one currency pair. I wish we had the chat box, but I would have asked you guys to name any other currency pair. Let's say we selected the Great British JPY, right? My favorite pair. Right click, chart window. This is how it normally looks. This is how it looks now, right? Now, I've got all these possibilities I could have gotten, all these possibilities. Right now, as you can see earlier on today, this was where the market told me to sell, and I would have made 100 pips just today. And remember, what goes down must come up, right? And it's that simple, guys, okay? You now have something that does all the work for you, okay? I wish I can kind of like talk to you through the chat, but there's too many people on here. That's basically it. That's basically what I wanted to show you is something that has allowed me to, you know, make multiple 6 figures trading, you know, in the last year. But one thing I also wanted to show you guys is the proof is in the pudding. You know, I never will tell you anything that I'm not doing myself, okay? Let me quickly show you what I mean. So, for example, look, this is my account, yeah? There's gonna be losses. I'm not saying it's 100% successful, but I deposited $3,000 on the 8th of January at 11:37, which is 2 hours ahead on a broker time. That was 9:37, right? On the 8th of January, I deposited 3,000. There's my balance, right? You can see balance. You can see on the top. You can see on the top here, guys, that this is a live account, right? And ladies and gentlemen, in how many days is that? On the 8th, and today is the what? Today is the 15th. That's 7 days. That's 1 week. In 1 week, I've managed to turn this £3,000 account into 36,744 with this system. Okay, so that is the end of this training. Please utilize, the software. Please set it up as of today. Please practice on a demo account for at least a week till you get the hack of it, and let's make some money. Let me finish the recording.